Well, hello there, I'm Detroit. If you want to count how many ink lines there are exactly on this drawing, feel free to do so. I hope my commentary won't distract you too much, though. I said I drew 10,000 lines in the title, but my guess ranges between 5,000 and 20,000. I stopped counting at 15 lines. I have absolutely no idea what counts as a line and how you would even start counting that, or why for that matters. Today I am joined by my little friend the Rotring Isograph 0.35, who I just filled with ink. He's been itching for a little action recently, to the point that I was planning on using my Kawiko Sport, but the Rotring jumped into my hand first. For small lines bunched together, it really is the best. Now actually I don't have a favorite. The Kawiko has thinner lines but is less consistent, and the Cross fountain pen has much larger lines. They are very different. Also, I'm using the Rotring ink, which feels a bit different than the Cross black ink. I think it dries up a little bit faster than the Cross one. Anyway, now is a good time to click on the subscribe button and like the video. Today I'm not really drawing automatically. I'm not really meditating, if you wish. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video about it that you can get a link to in the top right corner. It surprisingly did very well as far as my videos go, so I guess it's a good one. You should watch it either before or after this one. I'm not doing an automatic drawing because I want to exercise a bit with this drawing. I want to work on my contrasts and the three-dimensionality of my abstract drawings. Doing abstract art is in a way much easier than other types of visual arts because anything can be abstract, but doing good abstract art, in quotes, is much harder, I would say. What is bothering me sometimes with my abstract doodles is the fact that they often look quite flat. The patterns are nice and I'm proud of my execution of them, but the image is still a bit flat. No matter where you look at in the drawing, you don't really get a sense of what is in front and what is in the back. I'm saying this because I absolutely get this feeling when I see some abstract art. This is why today I'm trying to work on that. Spoiler, it doesn't work, but I still understand better why now. I think you need to find the right level of automatism during the drawing process. If I don't think about these problems at all, I end up with a very flat doodle. If I think about it too much, the pattern doesn't sit quite as nicely on the page. And it's probably something that only I can notice, but it still bothers me a little bit. At two different times during this drawing, towards the middle and the end, I'm actually trying to bring some shapes forward by tracing a large outline first, but I end up never stopping filling them with the same size pattern. Somehow it doesn't feel right to stop completing them, which is something I need to fight off in the future. If I want to evolve my abstract art in this way, I need to ignore the urge to fill every corner of the shapes I'm making. At some point I'll also get close to succeeding, but that's because of another reason. After a while of drawing non-stop with the Rotring pen, a few bits of maybe paper or dust accumulated on the metallic tip, and the lines get a bit wider, which is not good for what's supposed to be an isograph. Isograph means that every line is the same size, so if it starts getting bigger, that's wrong. I like to keep a control of my line size when I use a fountain pen, but with an isograph you're not supposed to have to control it because it's supposedly consistent. Anyway, I wiped the tip on a paper napkin and the lines got back to how they were, really thin and really nice. If you look very briefly at the bottom left corner of the top-down view, you can get a glimpse of my hair a bunch of times. I am not always aware of my position when I draw. Normally when I draw with ink, I use an ergonomic chair, the kind where you sit on your knees. It helps me have a better posture, or else I tend to slouch on my desk chair if I'm working on something laid out flat. Today I am on my desk chair, so I inevitably start to put more weight on the desk itself, resting on my elbows, and my hair comes into view for like a third of the drawing. If I had known, I would have brushed it or something, cause it tends to just fly off everywhere. With a comb, you wouldn't have seen it at all. Anyway, enough hair talk. You're here for the drawing and I'm here to make some art, baby. Nah, I'm just kidding. I want to talk nails first. So far I've only been painting my nails, or some of my nails rather, in blue. What do you think should be the next color I use? I've been wanting to change it sometimes, You know, mix it up. Tell me in the comments your opinion on that. Okay, now we can go back to the art. I want to talk about the shape I'm making with this pattern. I've made a few videos where I get a bit deeper in the domain of shapes. I'm still keeping to my opinion that a rectangular canvas is boring, although I can see the appeal. This is why most often I don't want to continue to fill a page with a pattern after I've attained a shape that looks good to me. For this drawing, I find the global shape appealing. Maybe it's also pleasing because it's on a rectangle and the shape is not a rectangle though. I'm not sure about that. With all of my abstract art, either I stop at a strange looking shape, or I feel the compulsive need to fill every centimeter squared with the pattern. I guess this is how I do things. It's hard to discern what is a bad habit in order to evolve your art style the right amount, and what is actually good and makes your art yours. Phew, I didn't mean to get so deep into the artistic process on this video. Usually with ink drawings, I tend to make my commentary about random topics and things I just have on my mind. I guess sometimes it's good to keep you updated on my drawing process and the way I view and do art. I hope you enjoyed this drawing. As always, here's the full image, a bit cleaner. Please click the like button below the video, and the subscribe button is next to it as well. I always upload my art on Instagram, and I have a Twitter as well. Everything is in the description and more. I'm Detroit, it was a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!